Well, good morning and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a very happy Tuesday. We're having a snow day. Yes, it is snowing April 2nd, and we snowing. That is Minnesota for you. So, if you guys can see, the hat is complete. So, this is the hat that we was working on yesterday. So, give you a closer look at it. We was working on it yesterday. Okay. So I don't have bobby pins on here. Neither did I do the headband. I just kind of got it resting tilted and it's kind of hanging in there. Okay. It's kind of hanging in there. So I won't do no southern move and it'll go crashing down. But at a later date, I will do the thin headband. So when it's tilted and you'll just basically take some material and sew two loops and you'll slide the headband through there so it'll be secure, because when your head is at a real tilted angle, if wind or anything, boom, you're gonna worry about it coming off. So I don't know if y'all can see I added a bow. Okay, so I know y'all probably saying, what in the jiggle biggles do she have on? Okay, so if y'all follow Angel Brinks, she used to have these sparkling outfits and different things like that. A lot of outfits like that. So that is what this is. Okay, I didn't make this one. So a lot of times, what I would do if I want to learn how to make something, and if my brain ain't processing it from a picture, I will order it from a vendor and be like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and then I'll figure out how to make it. So basically, you will sew if you're gonna make a bodysuit, you'll sew the bodysuit. When you get right here where to connect to the breast, you'll cut this off because it's not gonna have any shoulders. You'll get some tulle and take some tulle and sew it from here, going around to the back like that, crossing over, and then it's elastic that's holding it up on the shoulders. And as you can see, it is sheer. So I just put on a half bra. Yeah, but this was some of the stuff that I found like intriguing. So I be liking stuff that is very, very different. I be liking to be different. And so this was one of the ones that was different. So I had to put my hands on it. So now I know how to make it once I really put my hands on it and study the fabric. Okay, study the fabric. So this is what the hat looked like. So like a lot of people do the Kentucky Derby, stuff like that, and they be wearing like a lot of these different hats, but I never been to a Kentucky Derby or nothing like that. But I'm just truly really into these hats and all these little fun cool hats you can make. And you can, once I got into it, I really got into it. So I'm gonna be processing a lot of different kinds of hats, and this one was inspired like the one that Portia had, but Portia's was huger. Portia's was I don't know if I'm gonna go that big. Portia's was really huge, and hers was white, and it was more like a satin. This one is a scroll. So as you can see, this is how it came out. And remember, all we used is starch and hairspray. I didn't even use the shellac. I didn't put the shellac on there. So guys, y'all know that when I come to y'all with some clothes, I also like to do these little conversations. So I want to talk about, like a lot of us will go online. Let me get some lotion. I need some lotion. My hands feel dry. A lot of us will go online and we'll look at these couple relationships, right? And these couples will be so nice, and they'll give us a tour of them with their partner. They'll take pictures, they'll do posts, they'll do outings, they'll do all of this things. And for the single people, or for the people that's in a relationship and they want love, they will look at these couples. Oh my God, look at Remy and Papoose. Oh, look at Sierra and Russell Wilson. Oh, look at LeBron James and his wife. Oh, look at the LaTruths. Y'all remember the LaTruths from they started out on YouTube, and now they on the internet. Is the I would say both of them allegedly, you got to watch what you say about people, are the married couple from hell. And I say that to say because, let me get some water. They used to come together on a platform and they used to talk about love and couples, and you hear them talking about loving your husband, loving your wife, and they was setting example for other couples. But if y'all see, that relationship got flushed down the toilet. And neither one of them, all that love that they shared to each other on the internet to show us how to love a black woman and how to be in a loving relationship as a black man, they had no respect, no empathy for one another. They was going at each other in every which way but loose, so be careful what you wish for. Stop mimicking other relationships that you see on the internet, because you have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. A lot of these relationships is just smoke and mirrors for the internet. When those people is behind closed doors, they can't stand each other. He on one side of the house, she on the other. So prophesize the husband or wife you want. Don't mimic nobody else. For what you feel that you worthy and deserving of in your heart, you pray for that for yourself. Now also get yourself right, because it's like a lot of times you get people, they want to pray for a faithful husband, but they're cheater themselves. So no, if you pray for yourself too, if you got them lustful ways, pray to get that out of your system, because you shouldn't be nobody wife or you shouldn't be nobody husband if you lusting and jumping in other people's bed. Okay, so if you got that lustful spirit, just do the fake marriage like everybody else do. Be with somebody and they go around and say, that's my husband. Because, later on that night, you're going to be in the bed with somebody else. So be careful what you wish for. But if you genuinely worthy and deserving of love and you doing the right thing, love yourself first and get your mindset together. And that's what you will attract. They say we don't attract what we want. We attract who we are. So if you wonder why you keep getting these loser dudes and these loser females and they doing all this and that, it's because that's the energy that you're putting out in the universe. And the universe is y'all connected. Y'all connected on those ways. So I wanted to say that because I see a lot of people, y'all admire this. And then when whatever allegedly Pepu and Remy going through, you be like, oh my gosh, it's going downhill. But they was the black love, couple to go to. So I'm just saying that and not trying to bash nobody relationship. God don't make perfect people, but I'm using these celebrity couples as an example to see, you see the footsteps y'all want to follow in, and you see what's happening behind the scenes. So stop looking at something and want to be that, okay? Because you never know what those people are truly going through. And when people get on the camera, you put on the biggest persona of your life. You're going to put on that camera, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blah, 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 blah. So definitely pray for yourself, prophesize over yourself, and, get you a mate that you and him both can love. But if you fall short in certain ways, I ask for you to pray for yourself also. Don't just be praying for this husband. If you got some sneaky little ways behind the scene and you do little stuff, pray those ways away. Again, one of my friends, why y'all know I like to say friends, I say associate. So she had asked me, why did I decide to be honest, 100% honest about the female energy that's been around me. I said, because a lot of times people don't live in their truth, and I wanted to be honest. I wanted to tell the truth or whatever. So that gives my partner so he can know what's going on. And then if I don't tell him, like I said, how people in your family can mysteriously come out, and the man to be wondering, you never told me for a short spell you had a girlfriend. You never shared that. So he'll be feeling like he can't trust you because you shared everything else, but you left out that fine detail. So I said I was living in my truth, So what's weird about her, yes, I'm going to put y'all on her business, but y'all don't know. And I told her, I said, one day you want to be fully lesbian. Next day you want to be in normal relationship. And I said, you really don't know what you want. I said, I'm going to be honest. I said, I think you're a lonely person. I think anybody that comes around her, she like them. If you come around her just as a visit and be around, she'll be liking you, male or female. So I told her, I said, to be honest, you have that lonely spirit. Anybody that come around, you go from this to that. So she was telling me she went to the doctor. And the doctor had asked her. Now she's on a man. She flipped back to a man. And I just go to the doctor and they ask you normal stuff. Are you sexually active? Her crazy ass gonna say, ask the doctor, why are you? And I'm like, and the doctor told her, yeah. And I said, why would you respond back like that? They trying to figure out what's going on with you, your heart rate, all this different stuff. It can lead to anything. So if you're gonna go to the doctor and trying to get healthy, why are you being sarcastic and being smart? Now, mind you, just told me, the guy been getting it in. So she in midair tells me, you don't know what's going on in my life. I ain't having no sex. Now the man is gone. The man didn't exit out her life. So now he gone. So she the type that she'll tell you something, forget that she told you, and she want to act like that never happened. I said, you're so fucking confused. Bye, Felicia. I said, because you say one thing and then you do another. I said, now you want to totally erase her, whatever y'all had for however many days or months relationship. You want to act like it never ever happened. And make it like I'm crazy. I said, that's the thing with you. You don't know what you want to do. One way you want to be. I said, that's the thing. Living your fucking truth. You go hang around your gay girlfriends, the studs. You turn it to you want to be the studdy girl. Then you go hang around your other girlfriends and the men's. Then you turn around to be this. Pick a motherfucking side or be on both sides. I said, but you confused. And you're not. And I'm not asking nobody to come out to do this. But be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Stop playing these mind games. I said, but you will say something to somebody and then and I said, the doctor's just trying to figure out. Hell, it could be something going on with your heart from you having sex. You can have a heart murmur because our heart rate is real high and they're trying to figure out all these things. So the question they asking is important, and I'm like, so, you know what? I said, this is why I always block you, Felicia, because we can't even have calm and courtesy conversation. I said, but you need to figure out what you really want to do in your life. I said, so the point with me, I started living in my truth. And when I lived in my truth, I didn't give a fuck about what nobody said about me. So I said, you figure out what side of the team you want to be on, because she'll be like, today she want to be gay and she'll go just hang around all gay people. So that her other friends don't know. Then tomorrow she turned into, I want to be with a man, which she has a right to be with whoever she want. But I'm like, don't tell me something, then turn around and make it like I'm psychotic, like this conversation never happened. Now she trying to make it like me and her never had a conversation about her having intimacy with this man. What are you talking about? I don't know if she was having, she told me. But I'm like, girl, shut up. You just told me that you and a man. That's all y'all been doing was having sex. So now all of a sudden, but then to be honest, she could have the man in her head. Who knows? But I just couldn't understand her. I'm like, one day you this, next day you that, or whatever. But I told her, I decided to live in my truth. It has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? You do what you want to do, because I felt like, to be honest, my sister, she had knew that little secret about me, but she had experimented. But you know how people want to out you. And I just was like, you know what? When D'Angelo died and I got closer with my female companion, and I didn't care no more what nobody thought about me. So I lived in my truth. And even my current situation, when I told him about it, I don't know, he was kind of upset and like, I don't like it or whatever. But I don't know if he understood what I was saying. I think that he thought that I was asking him when I'm in town, could I visit her? And he was like, so I'm not jealous about a woman. And I don't care about that. But are you freaking asking me when you in town, can you go hang out with this woman and this, that, and that? He's like, now I'll take you to go see the woman, but ain't no hanging out. I said, man, ain't nobody asking you to go see this woman. Number one, she does not live there. She lives in Atlanta. I said, you ask me, we having a conversation. I tell you that she'll call from time to time. I talk to her. We just have conversations. We don't have conversations like that. Like, she ain't even into that lifestyle no more. You know what I mean? She's done. You know, she's dating a guy. I said, so to be honest, we don't even speak like that. And I said, no, we can't act like it never happened. I said, but we can't speak like that. And I said, now for her, I don't think she would never admit that to her significant other, because she ain't where I am in life. I said, but I'm telling you, because number one, me, you and her ain't gonna never be around each other. But I don't know if I was around and I answer the phone. And probably how she talks to me, you could tell that she talks to me in a loving and caring type way, like deeper than a friend. You know, like she might say, "You my baby," or "I love you," or something like that. And normal friends don't really do that. So I just told him, and he said, "Why do you still talk to her?" I said, "Because I want to make sure that she's okay. You know, she goes through a lot with her mother, and sometimes she be hurting. And you know, when I lost my son, she was definitely there for me. So if I can return a favor and be there for her, I'm just being honest. I love and care about her in that way, and I want to make sure she okay. And if time to time I need to talk to her to make sure she okay, I'm gonna do that. But I just wanted you to know I didn't want to be deceptive about it or tell lies. So we got that understanding, and he understands that, you know, that's something I'm gonna do. So anyway, guys, this is the outfit, and this one came from Angel Brinks. I didn't make this one. And this is the hat. So you guys have a awesome Tuesday. Okay, I'm finna lose the hat. Toodles.